Hi, I'm Mike Driscoll, IUP's president, and I'm here today in beautiful Leonard Hall with Koga who is the president of the Graduate Student Assembly here at IUP. Koga, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And I just wonder if you might tell folks a little bit about you, what you're studying, and that sort of thing.
Oh, gladly, I'll gladly do that. I'm a third year doctoral candidate. I'm currently in the curriculum and instruction program, and I'm an international student from Botswana in the southern part of Africa. And I've been here for quite some time. This is not my first time here at IUP. I was here as an exchange student in undergrad and also did my master's in special ed here at IUP.
I know that you love this place. You've been here for a while. Maybe you could tell folks a little bit about what the Graduate Student Assembly, the GSA, is, and some of your plans for the year.
The Graduate Student Assembly is the only organization that actually supports and helps graduate students to be part and parcel of IUP. It provides services and guidance and resources for grad students to be part of IUP. Sometimes as grad students, they feel that, hey, I'm doing this program, I'm not part of IUP, I'm at a different location that is IUP, but I don't feel part of IUP. So what we're doing as Graduate Student Assembly is bringing grad students to come to campus to be able to engage with resources, with anything or activities happening on campus. So that is what our main aim advocate is, to be their voice when they need that support. Our motto, we say it as your voice counts. To say that whatever you say, whatever you do, you're still part of IUP. We want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, that's great. I certainly know that graduate students are an important part of the entire IUP student body in our work here. Sometimes as much as 25% of the students here are graduate students, so their voices are important. I know that you and I have talked sometimes that graduate students feel like they're so busy with their very specialized projects that they don't have time for other activities, and that's part of this disconnect. So are you doing some activities that you hope will bring people together and help them move ahead?
Oh yes, we have turned, like what I just mentioned earlier, this is my second year as the president of the GSA. So in my second year now, we've started to switch it up a bit. Even with our monthly meetings, we decided to invite different departments from on campus. And today, actually, we're going to be going to the Indiana Community Garden, volunteering our services.
Wonderful.
So we're going there today around 5 o'clock till 7 to just go give back. That's another thing about GSA. We also want to give back to the Indiana community as much as they are part of Indiana. So including that, we're also bringing issues of resources. In our next meeting, we're going to be bringing someone from housing to come and give us some information about plans that they have for grad students about housing, because it's one of those issues that grad students sometimes feel they don't feel part of IUP because of that. So by bringing all these wonderful resources and resource persons to talk about these issues, we are able to bring these resources to them to say, this is it.
You really give a chance for people to connect with the resources at IUP without having to track them down yourself or themselves, and I think that's a great idea. The idea as well, I know that being a graduate student is a bit stressful sometimes.
Oh, yes.
And you all are going through this together in some ways, even though you each have your own projects. So I know that you're great at providing some support for others who are going through some of those stressful times, having been through some of them yourself. and so I think that some of your activities are really related to that. Let's just get together, let down, or give everyone a pat on the back so they can continue through those stressful times. Yeah?
Yes, we are trying to, we're not, like you're saying, grad students are very busy people, but we also want to bring in another element of community, of having to socialize a different forum besides having to be reading and writing and presenting papers. We're having great plans that we have this fall. We're going to be having a Halloween party that we want them to come and engage in, and also bring in a little mini Thanksgiving kind of thing to come and bring them as part of the whole GSA.
Koga, it would be great if you could just tell folks how they can get engaged with the Graduate Student Assembly. What do they need to do?
Students can find us on Crimson Connect. to join and be part of the organization, they can also follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram. And we have monthly meetings as well. And every month I would send an email to all grad students to say, hey, on Wednesday we're having a meeting, please join us. So that is another way for them to be engaged.
Great. Well, it sounds like the GSA is doing great work. And so I just encourage everyone who's a graduate student to get outside your immediate work, connect with some others, get some support, and learn more about IUP, and make sure your voice is heard. Thanks, Koga.
Thank you so much.